Okay, how's it going? This is the 19th. Let me take a look. Hold on one second. Yep, today is the 19th of March. It's a Wednesday. And today is the beginning of my personal vlog, which is Zero to Yonehiro. And it's going to follow me on my goal to get back into health. I am a 26-year veteran coach that has been training people, everything from moms and dads to A-type CEOs in the morning to actors getting ready for film, TV, agents, everything here in Los Angeles for quite a long time. I've had videos before. I did a 90-day program that I created, gosh, almost 18 years ago. About there, that I've become very well known in LA for, and I did a 90-day program to show myself dropping weight in my 30s to get into really good shape, and then I did a series of videos of me dropping weight in my 40s to show how to do it. But this is the first time that I'm actually going to be attempting it in my 50s, and it's a different situation. It's I've lost my desire to want to be in shape, and it's not a good thing. It's I've been very fortunate and very blessed in this industry, in which I've never had a problem with getting clients. We're in the personal trainer lounge right now at my private gym in Burbank, California, and I'm turning 54 in November. That's about exactly 8 months. It's on the 19th of November, and I'm attempting to drop 54 pounds. I've gained a lot of weight over the last few years, and I started realizing that I was suffering from a depression since the lockdown. And I think that's something that maybe a lot of people can, relate to. A lot of things happened. It was a crazy time, and I think it's been a crazy time since then. We lost family members. We lost a lot of dear friends, and as the years have gone by, I've been very fortunate with work and still being busy, and so has my team of trainers. But I found myself, really keeping myself busy, working, and I'm fortunate, working 7 days a week, as long as 12, 13-hour days in the studio with clients, training them, and then going home and working on meal programs and my online clients that I'm doing, and then whatever time I have with my family, my son, my daughter, my wife, and not actually giving any time to myself. I've been neglecting myself, and I started realizing that I'm doing that on purpose so that I don't have to address my own issues, and I've picked up a lot of weight. I'm now somewhere around the ballpark of like maybe 269 or so. We're going to do a Staiku scan in just a little bit to take a look, but I have to get a hold of myself, and I can't just keep giving the oxygen mask to other people and helping them with their goals without putting the oxygen mask on myself first. So it's something that I have to really kind of approach on myself. So this vlog is an accountability vlog for myself. It's also going to be a teaching vlog for any of those men and women in their 50s that are wanting to get back into shape, or for the first time get into shape if they've never done it before. And I'm going to show you everything that I'm doing, discuss about what I'm eating, how I'm approaching my workouts, how I'm doing my exercises, my strength, everything like that. I am going to be working through a couple of difficult issues. I have a really bad flare-up on my plantar fasciitis, which is a strain on the plantar fascia of the foot. So my heel, if you don't know what that is, feels like has like a knife stabbing into it pretty much all throughout the day. So I can't wait to start dropping the weight, to get rid of that, clean up my diet so that I don't have a lot of inflammatory foods that are affecting it. Obviously drop a lot of weight off my spine, and a lot of those are good things when you drop the weight, and clear up like a lot of the skin. I have a lot of eczema and psoriasis because of the weight and because of the inflammatory foods that I've been eating and drinking alcohol. So I just quit drinking alcohol as well too, for a limited time. Might be forever. I'm not gonna make promises that I can't keep, but it's definitely going to be for the next month or two to help me with being able to start this. And I'm going to go take measurements right now, and we'll go take a look. Let's see on what I'm weighing at and what I'm dealing with as far as overall percentages and everything like that. Okay, so we're here in the scan room. I'm actually right next to the scanner that I'm going to be standing on, and then we're going to do a 3D scan of my body with infrared. It's going to spin me around, completely digitize my body, and then give me an overall reading of my body fat and things like that. So I'm going to put this down and get it ready, okay? All right. Let's see the damage.
Starting Staiku in 3, 2, 1. Scanning your body now. Please hold still.
As of today, 19th of March, I'm weighing 269. My body fat is 35.6%, probably the highest it's ever been. My lean mass is 61.9%, so my fat mass is about 95.9 pounds. That's 100 pounds. Lean mass is about 166, and that's off of, obviously, my total body weight, 269 pounds. I'd like to drop that about 54 pounds by my 54th birthday on November 19th, so it's going to be about 8 months total. And we're going to see, we're going to focus on that. I'm going to talk about all the different things that I'm doing, how I'm dealing with my plantar fasciitis. I also forgot to mention that I'm working with a lot of shoulder injuries, so I'm having to go through some rehab of that as well too, from just being active, athletic, boxing, Muay Thai, tearing the rotator cuff area, the bicep tendon, things like that. These are things that are really hard for me to do. Pressing motions, military presses, so I'm doing a lot of rehab work, and I'll go through that with you as well too. I'm trying to give myself very goal-oriented. That's how I've always been. So since I found it very hard to actually just want to get back in shape, what I'm doing is I'm going to set myself with a goal that by November, when I drop the 54 pounds, to see if I can maybe book a modeling gig like I used to do back in my 30s. I mean, the last time I did it, I was like 35, maybe 38 years old. And then I'm going to see if I can do it again. See if I can get into a catalog, and if I can't, I can't. If I do, I do. It's awesome, but you know, it's a long time since then. But it's at least a goal, and it'll help me focus on something to try to achieve it. And if I don't achieve it, at least I would have gotten to a certain point where my body's back to at least feeling and looking good again. So let's go do our first workout. Oh, I'm in the gym. I'm getting ready for my first workout. So like I told you, I'm dealing with having to rehab injuries from just years of being stupid, right, when you're younger, and not paying attention to things like when you're too tired, stop sparring, stuff like that. So I've torn my right rotator cuff, I can't even tell you how many times. So I started doing rehab on it again about a few weeks ago, and it's come a long way. I couldn't even do this when it got really bad and really inflamed. And sometimes it can get so bad just from sleeping wrong. And that's, if you're in your 50s, you understand. A lot of the younger generations just don't understand that, how you can wake up and just literally injure yourself while you're sleeping, or re-injure yourself when you're sleeping. And I've done that many times. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing some externally rotated resistance band work for my rotator cuff, holding it for like 5 seconds, 5 to 7. Doing reps between 10 to 12. And I lost count, which is awesome. Good. And good. And this helps to get all the stabilizer muscles in the shoulders to help out with activating and protecting the injured area, as well as being able to get that injured area moving. I'm just going to do some body weight squats. Get the synovial fluids flowing in the knees, all the joints. If there's one thing I've been very fortunate about is that I've never, ever injured my knees. And that's a blessing. I count my blessings on that one. Because training people for over 26 years, I've dealt with so many clients. And even now I have at least 3 clients that have complete knee replacement surgery, and I'm helping them rehab and strengthen their entire body while working through the knees issues and strengthening that area too. It's embarrassing how tough these feel. Okay. So this isn't going to be any easy. It isn't going to be something that I'm going to have fun with. Right now I'm working out. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, but only because one of my clients had to reschedule. In most cases, I'm going to have to work out at like 4 in the morning before my 5 a.m. client. And that's going to be tough. I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm going to be very honest with you. I probably swear all the way through. And you just got to do it though. It's the only time I have to really schedule it, because if I don't schedule it, I'm not going to do it. At the end of the day, when I get out of here training people from 5 a.m. to like 5 or 6 in the afternoon or early evening, I just want to leave. Last thing I want to do is work out. So I have to personally get it done early and keep doing it until it becomes habitual again, which takes about maybe a month or so, that you can't imagine not working out again. And that's kind of what I'm going through in the process right now, is making it a habit again. Because the desire to do it, honestly, has just left me. I love getting people in shape. I love watching moms after their pregnancy get back into better shape than they were before. I love working with dads. I love working and seeing my work on actors in film and TV. I love all of that. But over the last 5 years or so, since the pandemic, I just lost the urge of focusing on myself. And that's not a good thing. You gotta be strong. You gotta be there for your kids. You gotta be there for your wife. You know, and these are the things I have to tell myself to get back into. And I'm using this vlog as an accountability and also as a way to reach out to others my age to help them out. Follow along with me. Work out with me. I'll share my workouts, my diet, everything I'm doing. That'll help you to get you back into shape, or get you into shape for the first time. Oh, these are painful, but so good. I'm so glad. Like I said, I wasn't able to even use this medium band a little while ago. Okay. That's it. Starting to feel like it's warming up. Good. Okay, so the way I'm going to be scheduling it is I'm going to be doing 3 full body workouts a week for the starting off. That's all that I have the time for. So 3 full body workouts for like the first 2 weeks. Get the body woken up, get all the tendons and ligaments going, get my body just primed again. And then after that, I'll probably start to break up the body parts. Maybe add another day, 4 days a week. That way I'm hitting every body part at least twice a week. And in between, and on some days I'm gonna be adding some cardio. So for the first 2 weeks, 3 strength training, full body workouts a week. 3 cardio and just deep stretching, sessions on the days that I'm not doing my strength training for now, just getting into it. If I feel like I can handle more, I'll add more. And I'll let you know about it. I'll put it up on the vlog. And I'm gonna kind of break down everything I'm doing. So right now I'm doing 3 sets of everything. So 3 sets of this rehab resistance band rotator cuff exercise. It's already feeling so much better. I tell you, when you're in your 50s, it's amazing how you can fuck yourself up just sleeping and waking up on the wrong side. I think those, if anybody's watching, you're in your 30s, you start to feel it in your 30s, and you start to really understand how that starts to change. All right, last set of body weight squats. This is embarrassing, but my quads are starting to get cramped on body weight squats. That's pretty bad. 4, probably didn't drink enough water. How's it going? Hi. Okay. Okay, so first set done, or first superset of exercises. We're gonna move on to the next. All right, so we're gonna do some pull downs first. We're gonna do some lat pull downs. We're gonna be using the mag grips right now, it's supinated grip. And then I'm gonna superset this with some wood chops for rotational transverse core. Okay. In the beginning, I like to keep sets between like 15 to 8, around there. It's and full range of motion, long range movements, full range, because especially as we get older, you need to go full range. The last thing you want to do is tighten up the muscles even more, get that range of motion and that tension under load. We're gonna do some wood chops, and embarrassingly enough, my quads are cramping from just doing body weight squats, which is pretty bad. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 sets of this. One of the things I want to let you know, whenever you're doing wood chops, I like to do 2 things. There's many ways to do a lot of different exercises, but I like to have my head move with my arms so that I maximize spinal rotation. And then at the same time, keep the resistance as far away from my center as I can. By doing that, it challenges my center, my core more. If I keep it closer, not that you can't, it actually allows my body to pull more into it and having less emphasis on the core. The more I keep it away and I lock out those arms, the more I feel the core have to stabilize because that resistance is so much farther away. And another thing to keep in mind, whenever you do any exercise that has two sides to it, I like to always start off on the opposite side that I started on the prior set, which in other words is the side that I just ended on. And the reason for that is because I strongly feel that if you start off on the same side every single time, you're going to create even more of an imbalance. The body usually has an imbalance. You favor one side over the other. But if you continually start off on your favorite side, you're going to deepen the gorge of that imbalance. And unless you have an injury and you're having to work with an injury, so you have to start off with one side all the time, I say always alternate the side you're starting on every other set, or every set, just so that you don't cause more of an imbalance on the sides and even get closer to creating a balance. Okay, so we're gonna go up in weight. I'm trying to keep my breaks to about a minute, nothing less than that or nothing more right now. But if I need it, I'll take it. Oh shit, I can tell I'm already gonna hurt like a motherfucker after this. I think that's 12. Oh, good. So, when progressively overloading, we'll talk about that after this. You can do one of three things is what I like to keep in mind. Right now, I'm just adding more weight to both, so that's how I'm progressively overloading while I drop the reps from 15 to 12. In this case, I did 12, so I'm gonna go 12 to 10. One of the ways I like to progressively overload for clients, for anybody, is one of three things. Either increase the weight on the next set, increase the reps, if they've got more in the tank, or increase a hold, a pause hold. Anybody who's trained with me for a while will know that I'll have clients and myself hold exercises in either the deepest stretch or the tightest contraction for up to 3 seconds, really kind of milking that movement. And then of course, out of those three, which is going to be increasing weight, increasing reps at the very end if they've got more in the tank, and also increasing a pause hold. You could also do all three, or two, or whichever one. But those are three general ways that I like to see progressively overload as the sets go on, and it's been hugely effective. And now I'm having to suffer from it. Okay, third set, and then we're done with this. Here we go. So I'm gonna go up again in weight, and then I'm gonna increase the pause on this one from it just being a quick pause into like a 2-second pause. We're gonna do 10 reps. Eight. 1,001, 1,007. 1001, 1005. 1001, 1004. 1003. 1001, 1002. One more. 1001, 1001. Oh, it's going to be sore. I am actually feeling sore and crap in my obliques just from doing this. That's how bad off I am. So dropping 54 pounds by my 54th birthday is going to be a challenge, but we can do it. I'm going to increase the weight on this last one for 8 reps, and I'm not going to do a hold. Not that you couldn't do a hold on a wood chop, but at this angle, if I was going to do a hold, I'd rather do it laterally because it's easier for me to then stack my ribs and resist. But since I'm going diagonally, it's a little bit harder. I'm not confident that I have the strength to do it, so I'm just going to raise the weight, keep that resistance out away from my body, and go for 8 here. 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot harder than it should have been. Whew. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right, we're moving. We're just talking about how, me doing my workouts at 4 in the morning are going to be just brutal. But that's the earliest, that's actually probably one of the only times I can do it. If I can do it in the middle of the day, I will. But I'm going to work out at 4. You're probably going to hear me swearing a lot because I'm going to hate it until it becomes a habit. Oh, 30 pounds should not feel this heavy. Oh, God. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I wasn't able to do any presses just a couple weeks ago. Oh, God. And I'm going to superset this with some rows, 1-arm rows. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to feel sore from this. Oh, I'm going to do 12. You done?
Yeah.
Bye. See ya. Have a good day, Ellen. In the beginning today, some of the other days, probably next workout too, I'm not going to directly be doing any type of like leg lifts or sit-ups or anything for the abs in that sense, but I'm going to be focusing more on transverse focus or rotational core work, things like that, things that generally get really weak when you've had a long time off from working out and eating well. I can tell how I was probably really dehydrated too. My cramps in my quads have gone away, but I'm feeling it in my obliques. It definitely feels like I'm waking up, which is putting it lightly. So second set, I'm gonna progressively overload by just going 5 pounds more on the dumbbells. You don't have to go crazy, it's in the beginning. Just getting back into it. So, again, super happy that I'm able to even press without pain right now. We're going to go up on the weight as well for the rows, just a little bit. Very fortunate nowadays, they don't just have dumbbells in 5 pound increments, they have them in 2.5 pounds. So I can go from 25 to 27.5, 27.5 to 30. I find that actually really helpful, especially when you have clients or like myself that's just right on the verge, but you don't have enough to go up with a higher jump. It's a good way to just add that little bit more resistance and challenge. So like the wood chops, I'm starting on the opposite side so I don't nurture an imbalance between strength of sides. And, oh, 10. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, okay, so I chose incline dumbbell presses for chest because it's going to hit that upper part of the chest better and still incorporate the majority of the mid. So just going flat is always an option if you have limited mobility. But while I have more gas in the tank, I'd rather do an incline, hit a little bit more of the upper chest as well too. The row itself, and there's many different versions of row, back to the incline press. I'm also using dumbbells instead of the Smith machine or an Olympic bar because it allows me an open range of positioning in case my shoulder does start to pinch and I feel like I'm moving in a bad position that I can't control. Bar is very limited, it's very forceful, right? So if you've got shoulder issues or any injuries like me, go with the dumbbells. That way you're able to adjust whatever way you want. And don't worry about making sure the form is perfect. If you've got an injury, work around the injury. Don't be stupid and try to alpha male this bullshit and hurt yourself more. It's stupid. The row I'm doing is a hip row. There's many different forms of rows. Not a thoracic row to the chest, not an elbow row, but a hip row, because I'm targeting the full length of the latissimus dorsi, which goes all the way down through the oblique, all the way down around by the oblique, all the way down. And again, could I have started with the thoracic row? Sure, I could have. It's not really, at this point, I just felt more comfortable doing a hip row. So that's the explanation for that. I'm actually getting close to having another client start pretty soon. This will be my last superset. So 3 supersets for the beginning. I'm going to do one last set. And then I'll talk to you in the back. All right, so finished the workout. I did one more set of the superset with the incline bench dumbbell presses, as well as the single arm hip row that I was doing on that one. That's going to be enough for me today. I got to get ready for a client, and like I just started, I haven't worked out in a long time. I am happy about a couple of things. I still have some flexibility when it comes to my deep squats. A lot of people who know me, clients that know me, I always get into a really deep squat when I'm working with clients. Like, I'll get into a really deep squat. Here, let me show you. And I like to do this. It's definitely important to get into these deep squats for hip flexor health and just being able to get that mobility down there. And this is something like I like to do every day when I'm with clients. So that's definitely a plus, and it's helped with being able to make sure that my iliopsoas, my main hip flexors, which connects to your 5 lumbar vertebrae through your hip into your femur, stay strong, healthy, and flexible, as well as my piriformis working well, and everything else around the hip. That being said, while I have flexibility in those areas, I have to rebuild the strength, and that's going to be an important part of all this. First day in, it's good. Today's the 19th, Wednesday of March. 8 months till the 19th of November. I'm going to shoot for 54 pounds. Again, it seems like a crazy goal, but I'm going to see if I can, by my birthday, book a modeling gig. I haven't done one since I was like 35 or 38. And I used to have hair back then. Looked a lot younger. So we'll see what I can do. If I can't make it, it's okay. But I need some kind of goal, something, regardless of how lofty it is, to keep me focused. I'm such a goal-oriented person. And if you are too, set yourself a goal. Don't even think about it. Do this with me. Majority of the times I'm working out, I'm going to be at 4 in the morning. So you're going to come with me here before I train people at 5 or 6 a.m., depending on what day it is. And it's literally the only time I'll have to train people, because unless people cancel in the middle of the day for some reason, I'm booked solid. And then writing out diets and everything else. So again, you'll probably hear me swearing a lot until I get used to it, and force your body to make it become a habit. And that's something you have to keep in mind. It's always going to be tough getting into a workout program. It's always going to be tough because your body doesn't want to do it. Unless you have a mindset that thrives on challenges, it's going to be very hard because your body would rather rest and relax and pick up fat and eat and watch TV. So it's a push. I have to make myself go to bed earlier. And that's going to be a challenge because I love staying up late. I don't know how many of you that watch this have the same. Since I'm with clients all day from like 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, I'm always talking. I'm there as not just a trainer for them to get into shape, but I'm also there as a friend, a shoulder to and an ear that they can talk about their work and their life. Oftentimes, in a lot of ways, a therapist. As well as a mentor, making sure that they're learning and understanding their body. And when I come home, I want to give that same type of attention to my children and my wife as much as I can. And then when they go to bed, I feel like the only time I have to myself is at late wee hours of the night. So I've unfortunately conditioned myself to stay up late. And you know, when you stay up late too, because I want to watch either YouTube videos or TV or a movie or something, that I can be up and not move my mouth. And to me, I feel like that's precious time. And unfortunately, when I stay up late, I get hungry and I start to snack. So I need to stop that as well too. Going to bed earlier so that I can have energy and feel better when I wake up in the morning to work out. Not to mention that at our age, in your 50s, you got to be very careful. If you're not getting enough sleep, sleep is so huge all the time, regardless of what age you are. But as you get older, if you don't get enough sleep, You'll start to get high blood pressure. Is one of the first things that I started to notice, not only in myself but in clients, as well as your body having a hard time being able to rejuvenate and regenerate muscle, tissue, organs, things like that. So sleep is important. I'm lucky that I generally don't need more than 6 hours of sleep to feel amazing. And I usually wake up, I just got to stop going to bed at 12 o'clock at night. And sometimes even 1 o'clock if I'm caught up in a movie. I just got to stop that. So it's not good. I try to start going to bed at 10, hopefully maybe even 9:30. I think I'm pushing it for 9. And then waking up and doing a workout. But come with me, I'm going to show you how I'm breaking down my workouts, what I'm doing to address like my plantar fasciitis, my shoulders, how we're healing it, my diet, and everything else I'm going to go through to drop this. And again, do it with me. Might as well join the journey anytime you start these videos and start working out, start eating better. I'll be here to help. I'll do some Q&As, free stuff on the vlog. So if you join as a member to watch the channel, you get a lot of free stuff on here. And I'm going to be helping out by doing Q&A and answering questions and basically being a coach for you guys for free. Okay? And hope to hear from you guys. Leave some comments on the bottom on certain things that you'd like me to address. If you're in your 50s and you have questions as well too, anything that I can do to help out, be more than happy to. You guys are going to be here making me accountable. I want to be there to make you guys accountable too. Okay? And hope you guys have a great day. I'll be back soon. All right. Bye.